Hi folks, welcome to another trail fish segment, and I'm here with Joe Welbourn.
Hello.
Joseph, we are going trout fishing, but before we even get started with setting that up, I want to talk to you about this lunch that you brought me that that we had earlier. What's the name of it, the official name of it?
It's actually a Nicaraguan dish called Vigorone, but we only had the pork butt.
Pork butt?
Yes.
You know I'm on a diet. Pork butt?
The butt's known as, like, you call it the butt, but it's actually the shoulder.
So, I'll just say that I've never seen somebody with their butt on their shoulder.
No. No, they call the butt the shoulder.
Okay.
And they call the shoulder the butt.
All right, you got me all confused.
So if you say, that's some good pork butt, you said that's some good, that's a good shoulder. But if you say that's good pork shoulder, that's the butt.
Look, I'm already on a diet. I want you to know that. So you feeding me that big old butt of the pig, that's gonna make it worse for me. You know that.
I know.
Okay, so it's the shoulder.
It's the shoulder.
If you're tricking me, because I'm gonna look this up, if you're tricking me, then I'm gonna make you, instead of the troller on the roundabout, you're gonna be the troller. You're just gonna push us around.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, I think you need to influence my son Raj a little bit with that yes, sir stuff. Because all he does is go, what? What, Dad? What? Yes, sir, that sounds good. You know, we're gonna get along, Joe. We're gonna get along. We're going after trout. It's a windy day, but we're gonna use that wind behind us, a southeast wind, to try and push us, drift us across the flat, hopefully at a good pace, to pick up some trout. You think we can do it?
Yes, sir.
All right, you ready to be the troller?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just kidding. Pig butt, big shoulder. Okay. All right, here we go. Joe, we're on our way
Yes, sir.
at top-notch speed.
Top-notch speed, wide open.
We're wide open, and we're going. And we got the whole flat in front of us. Folks, nobody here but us and those trout. Okay, so the reason why I want to use this is because it's a lot more durable sometimes than even the dart. But we have gulps, we have everything. It's just a matter of finding the sweet spot on this flat right now that will have the fish. The wind coming behind us so that we can drift out to the depth that we're hopefully going to find these trout. Don't need live bait. All we need is this time of year.
Yeah.
Joe, you got anything else to say about the situation?
No, sir.
Everything good? You got the pig butt off your shoulder?
Yes.
Okay. That's going to be like a curse or something for us. I don't know. That'll be me and Joe's curse. In case something happens, we'll just say, we have pig butt on our shoulder. Monsieur Joseph. Oh, you got a nice one there, Joe.
Oh, good Lord. That is a good one.
Look at that, Joseph. Oh, that's a good one, Joe. Monsieur Joseph. How do you like my name for you now?
I don't like it.
You don't like Monsieur Joseph? No?
No.
Is that your biggest trout, Joe?
I think so. I mean, he's a nice trout.
Monsieur Joseph, please, let me catch some fish too, huh? If you don't mind.
Early bird gets the worm.
The what?
Early bird gets the worm. Well, folks, we got our second fish of the day, caught by Mr. Glen Pla. There he is, folks.
Nothing to write home about, but it's a trout.
Mr. Glen, I don't think he wants to go back to the water.
Look, you keep on calling me Mr. Glen. It's Glen and that's it. Joseph, Mr. Joe. I'm gonna call you Mr. Joe. Well, let's put him back in the water before he expires. See, what I'm using today, folks, is a chartreuse tail with a peppered silver body with an 1/8 ounce jig head. This is just plain drifting the flats, hoping to find a pod of trout, not just one here or there. Let me tell you something about this lure right here, Joe. I've had this lure, see, that fish didn't get it away from me. I've had this lure This same lure, I'm not talking about this type, this one right here,
Same one.
since 1942.
I didn't know you was that old.
No, I'm not. It was handed down to me from my grandpa, my grandpa, because it's so durable. It's a 1942 lure, folks. I've caught so many fish on this, probably hundreds of fish, this one same lure. If I lose this, I'm gonna cry.
Is it really since 1942?
Now, Joseph, I can sell you some swampland real cheap out here. Joe's making a cast out there. We're in good depth. It's just they're kind of scattered. They're not congregated up. I think if that tide will start pushing in, it'll congregate those trout that come up closer and in closer proximity to each other, as well as the mangrove shoreline.
Miniature Glen, you want some hot fries?
What did you just call me?
Miniature Glen.
I don't like that. Monsieur. No, just Glenn, okay? And not Mr. Glenn.
Mr. Glen, you want some hot fries?
Yes, I have all of them. Making long casts. I think that's the best recipe for getting on these fish, is to get it away from the boat. Get your lure away from the boat. Oh, there we go.
Ooh, that seems like it's big and...
That may be a good fish there.
Oh,
That's all right.
that ain't bad, that's for sure.
There we go. Okay, come up to me. Well, that's a good release right there. Oh, thank goodness. My 1942 lure. It's still there. See, Joe? Isn't I think we got a few fish in front of us, and I do believe what's happening here is that tide may be starting to creep in, and those fish are coming in with the tide. There you go, Joe. Now it's picking up.
He ain't too bad of a trout either. Look at this one.
Nice, Joe.
Oh, wait. Gotta wet my hands.
Joe's wetting his hands. We're not keeping any of these fish, so.
No hate mail, please. So that's what, my fourth fish?
I thought it was just your second. No, that's your fourth fish. You're on fire. You're on fire, Joseph. Joseph, nobody can touch you now. I'm jigging along with my old faithful. When they hit, it's almost like they're running towards us. Well, I tell you, I'm getting all the small ones, Joe. I don't know what you're doing differently. Joseph, we had a pretty good day.
I say we did. I got 10 myself.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
Mhm.
I must have got 50.
50 hook, you didn't bring one in.
I learned some things today. I learned about pork shoulder, pork butt.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned about that. Did you learn anything from me?
I learned what not to do when trout fishing.
Oh boy, I tell you what, you're tough. You're tough, boy, but you're a pleasure to fish with, my friend.
It was fun fishing.
There you go, right there. But one tragic thing did happen. I got to tell you.
What happened?
My 1942 lure, look at it. It finally came off, and I was supposed to hand this down to Raja from generation to generation, and it's gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't tell him when we get back, all right? Don't tell him. All right, folks, that's another trail fish. We'll see you next time.